And a good afternoon to you all. It is a Saturday, and welcome to round two. We had those big severe storms last week, a touch earlier than what we're getting right now, but the results are still the same here. And you can see we have a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for Ashtabula County. That's until 1:30. And I won't be surprised within the next 5 minutes or so, they start issuing warnings for Erie and Crawford County ahead of these pretty strong storms that are lining up nicely here right now. So you can see, and we have a severe thunderstorm watch. That's the yellow. That's in effect until 6. But of course, we will concentrate on the warnings. Now, these storms have had a history of producing wind gusts to 60 to 65 miles an hour when they went through areas west of Cleveland into Cleveland itself. And just doing a quick look at some of the other wind gusts. And, we're looking at about wind gust here. Oh, nope, that's okay. So there's some damage to buildings here for some of them as they moved across northern Ohio. So right now, let's switch over, and you can see already. We'll zoom in a bit toward the Girard area. We'll call up a camera there and show you how things are looking. Oh, that's Bayfront. How did that get there? Okay, let's go over to. Let's go over to Girard. And there you can see dark clouds. Hasn't started raining yet in Girard. But we can see a lot of dark clouds here. Cumulonimbus off toward the west. And, the rain will be coming to you momentarily out there in Girard. So as we go back to analysis mode here, you can see strongest storms right now. Okay, just north of Girard, which makes sense based on what you saw. Now, these aren't your typical summer-like severe storms with the high humidity and the incredible amounts of what we call CAPE or energy within the storm. In fact, the dew points are quite low. Dew points in the 30s, getting into the mid-40s, which we would not associate. But the dynamics with this, like last week, are incredibly strong. And as we stop the loop here, let's show you what is heading our way here. And you can see a good squall line starting to form from North Kingsville out toward the city of Ashtabula itself, all the way down to just east of Chardon. So this is knocking on the door of Jefferson. And you can see the line here just to the north of Girard. That one is what we call meso system. So it's got hail size that could be up to a ½ inch. But that seems to be staying offshore or just skirting the shoreline right now. So, but this line here is the one that we're kind of watching right now. And you can see the movement here. Not only is it moving toward the northeast, but it seems to be building to the south and west. We do have a storm chaser, Steve. Steve right now is located in Albion, which I think is a real good position. If he needs to go north or south, depending on what these storms do. But this is a pretty solid line. And right now it looks like it is mainly heavy rain with some small hail. But a lot of these severe weather buttons that we usually use in the summer may not be as effective because they're designed for warm weather storms. The Barron button, even the hail. The hail algorithm may be underdoing things just a bit. Now, one thing that is the same is the velocity. And here we go. Severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Erie and Crawford County. That is until 2:30 this afternoon. So, again, looks like that 5-minute rule held good. And So there we go. So we've got the phone's ringing here. Let's stop that there. There we go. Okay. So again, looks like even though the warning is issued now, it's probably another 5 to 10 minutes before these storms actually make it into the western fringes of Erie County. So except for Girard, looks like right now, again, things are kind of skirting the lakeshore there, but Girard itself looks like it's in pretty good shape. And out toward Fairview, the Springfield area, getting it right along the shore. But the worst here is definitely offshore. So we're going to use a lot of the reflectivity here to kind of see usually where you see the cores here. Notice just in north and west of Plymouth. Okay, it went away on that last sweep, but we look for little purple cores and sometimes black cores. I'm going to take the lightning off just for a second here. That's where we would find not only the greatest threat of hail, but also probably the best threat of seeing those downburst wind gusts here that we look at often here. And I am, again, just checking some of the parameters here since we still have a little bit of time. And just to show you, everyone is under the gun here. Here's the latest. The Storm Prediction Center issues its what we call severe potential. And we were in a slight risk yellow. Now everyone in an enhanced risk, which means the chances of severe weather in this whole region is 30 to 40%. With the threat of damaging winds, the greatest threat here. What I'm doing now is I'm changing colors here. This is the threat of tornadic activity. Green means it's marginal. There could be some spin up here. There is some wind shear, but at this point, I'm not. We can't rule out a funnel cloud or two, but I don't think that will be the big threat. See the red here? That's a moderate threat of wind damage. That is winds in excess of 65 to 70 miles an hour. That is a good threat here, as you can see, for areas in red. And looks like the hail doesn't appear to be interesting. They don't have the hail up there, but there's definitely a threat of some hail. So there you have, so that's what we're dealing with. We have a very good threat of severe weather here. So back to the radar we go. Those of you sometimes you ask, am I going to get hit? Odds are, if this line holds together, almost everyone basically in Erie County and Crawford County is going to get affected by these storms. So Meadville North, almost a certainty within the next half hour or so. And, that's kind of what we're looking at right now. I'm seeing a couple of good cores here. And again, based on the history, the wind gust here, which here in Erie has reached 45 to 50, even without the storms. There's no reason to think that we couldn't get 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gust here in some of the downbursts. Now, last week we had 100 mile an hour downburst wind gust. We have an outside chance of that. Hopefully not in the same area of Crawford County here, which I believe was in the Springfield area and not too far from Cambridge Springs. But Meadville also, if you recall, had hail larger than a quarter. We have, again, a similar setup to that, and that's why we're here. We'll be updating you here on Facebook Live until everything passes. Tom Atkins and Jacob, our new meteorologist, also here. They will be getting reports and possibly going live on the air as well. But you can bet we'll probably get some power outages with this one, just like we did the last time. So if your power goes out and you can't see us on TV, stay tuned here. Hopefully your cell phone is charged, and we will go through this together with this kind of situation. Now, the air here, again, we have good dynamics. But you see, these are fast movers again. The movement of these storms, this is a 1 hour movement. So here they were just an hour ago, barely at Mentor. And look at how they build. So when you get a rough measurement here, you can see the movement here over 60 miles an hour on that line in the past hour. So with that being the case, so the back edge of this may actually get close to the Erie County, Ashtabula County border by 2-ish, okay? At least of the severe storms. And then, assuming it stays at the same speed, it'll be into the center part of Chautauqua and Warren counties here. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Into the Chautauqua Lake area in about by 3 o'clock, and out of the region by 3. So again, these are quick, these are hard, and we will be following them as well. Now we're going to get the same situation that we had the last time. Once these rain showers move through, the temperatures are going to drop very quickly. And let's see what we have. What do we have now here for temperatures? Temperatures right now, again, pretty much on the mild side here. But our temperatures, 65 in Erie, 63 in Ashtabula. But check out these dew points. These are not dew points that we would consider severe. We would expect severe weather, dew point of 38. The air is quite dry here in Erie. But that actually works against us because in some sense, if we have good dynamics, because the dry air can pull the heating. First of all, the air heats faster in the sunlight. And so it's able to pull that momentum from the very strong winds that are just above the surface better than if the air was humid. That's just physics. So again, this isn't your average severe weather outlook, just like last week was. But right now, again, we have a warning, severe thunderstorm warning, that is in effect until 2:30 for Erie and Crawford County and 1:30 here in Crawford County. And again, we are looking at Cleveland's radar at this point. And northwestern parts of Erie County are under the more immediate threat of getting hit with some of the more heavier downpours here. You can see just getting into Conneaut right now and spreading into close to the Springfield area. Let's go back to our weather camera. This one is here in Girard. You can see the lake is out here on the right side. Still no rain. Okay, there was a lightning strike there just off camera. And we'll switch over real quick. Let's go to the airport, which is probably starting to get clouded over. And there it is. You can see darker toward the west. We're looking mainly south here, but no rain as of yet. And headed toward Edinburgh. We'll check that out. And you can see dark clouds coming in all over the place here. Let's might as well do the gamut here and head into Meadville. And you can see the clouds are starting to darken here as well. So, in fact, is that rain? That might be rain. Nope, that's I think just a big movement of water. We'll head on back. Let's head back to the analysis mode here. And okay, the rain, that looks like it's just getting into Meadville now. Light rain, nothing heavy there. Though it looks like some steadier stuff just to the west. And that will be moving in. So that's what we have going right now here in Erie and Crawford County at this time. So I'm going to stop this loop and look at some of the, here's some of the heavier bands there and some of the towns here Are kind of getting hit by one here. This next one, look, I mean, the fan here is Conneaut, but it's probably more Albion, Cranesville area in about 20 minutes based on what we see right there. And I'm just moving in here. Just a second. We look at a variety of information here. So bear with me just a second here. Just seeing if I'm just checking some stuff. We're also tied into Cleveland National Weather Service. And just reading some of the damage reports. A lot of thunderstorm damage. Medina, Ohio, out toward Cuyahoga County. Some trees down, some poles down, power is out, that kind of deal. Some thunderstorm damage reported in the Cuyahoga County area. That's Cleveland. So, these aren't super specific. Couple of wind gusts here, clocked at 60. The highest I've seen is 66 with these with the history of these storms. So these are packing a punch, just like they did last week. And let me get these off here. There we go. And looks like the heavy rain. Okay, not quite. Rain has started in Girard. The heavy downpours, though, just off to your south, just off to your west and north. These storms here look like they're packing, some pretty decent wind. Again, even the non-severe storms are going to pack some wind gusts that could get over 40 to 50 miles an hour. So everyone's going to get the wind. We've had the wind all day. And looks like some showers starting to come in here. Now, again, very dry here at the ground. So these lighter showers may not actually be hitting the ground just yet, but they will soon enough. We got another batch of some good downpours here, just heading toward Route 11 and here in Trumbull County, well north of Niles and Warren and Youngstown. So these are all heading our way. The good news is, looks like as these storms have, I'm going to move on. I just want to, I'm just taking a look. Looks like initially, while they were smaller, it looks like they had more punch. Now, as they form into some lines here, there's a couple of segments here. They may, they just based on the skits here, those arrows, a lot of greens here. Those are general storms and typically not severe. A lot more greens compared to earlier. I'm not saying that this is going to fizzle out, but we definitely have seen a lot more. We're definitely seeing less of the colored skits and more of the green ones here. I'm not saying things are good here. Part of that may just be that the storms are farther away from the radar site. Once you get to Ashtabula County, the radar isn't as effective. So we have to kind of keep that in mind. They're too far away to really use. Well, I guess we could try Pittsburgh. Let's see how Pittsburgh is showing it. Okay, Pittsburgh, same thing. In fact, their skits are even lower. But notice how the colorful skits are closer, south of 80. That may not be because they're stronger. It's just that the radar can pick up those storms a little bit better. So let's go back to Cleveland, which is still probably the good, probably the best radar of choice. So again, we're just kind of following it. Nothing really screams at me problems, major problems. But let me now go back and see some of your comments, especially those of you who live maybe along, not Route 18, but maybe along the western fringes of Erie and Crawford County. What are you guys seeing here? Basically Springfield area, Lake City, looks like it's not too far away from you. Here's west and north Springfield here. That looks like the worst right now. and also just to the west of Conneautville. Looks like a nice little cell there. So I'm just checking things out here and seeing what your comments are. If anyone in that area has seen anything. Some lightning, okay.
Yeah, streets in Conneautville. He says there's vivid lightning with the storm.
Thank you. Street, okay. Our storm chaser is actually in Conneautville. He says a lot of lightning, some heavy downpours there, and I'm sure he'll be giving us more comments as well. And the worst is actually just to the west of Conneautville, right there on Route 198. Looks like about 2 miles out. So that will be moving through the Conneautville area probably in the next 5 minutes or so. Okay. Lighting over the lake at the airport makes sense. Okay. Pouring rain at Lake City. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. No rain yet in Girard, but that was at one. Okay, that was a minute ago. Dark skies by the mall. Okay, yeah, everything is getting dark. No doubt about it. And Kim, yeah, the clouds are probably getting thicker, even out toward the east. Thank you, Ken. A lot of rain, downpours and lightning there in West Springfield, but I'm not hearing anything. We're always interested. We're always interested in anything you have. We're particularly interested in gusty winds that are shaking the house, maybe blowing some tree limbs down, perhaps blowing some things over. Hail of any size. The larger the hail, the more we'd really like to know. And things like that. And if your power's out, those are things that we are particularly interested in. I'm looking at these cells again. They're not impressive. They look more like gully washers with some gusty winds, not like the winds that caused those 100-mile-an-hour downbursts from last week. We're still early into this, but it's in what I'm seeing here. I guess for trying to put a positive spin on this, what I'm seeing here is encouraging. But I don't want you, don't rest on your laurels. Stay alert. We're not going anywhere. Got some dark skies there in Green Township. Some wind at the moment. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it. Lightning, high winds, big trees in Fairview near the high school. Thank you. I don't think I'm not bullish on tornadoes, Gail. Not bullish on it right now. I'm not bullish. My big worry would be straight line winds. We got a big area of rain coming here, but again, this looks more what we call.
He says we lost audio on Facebook. Rick just said that.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, Tommy, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Just tell me. I get reports that you guys are responding. Thank you, Lisa. Are you guys, can you hear me? Just someone say, yes, I can hear you. Okay. They can hear me, T. Okay. Thank you so much. Obviously, thank you all. If you can't hear me, please let me know. Okay. You're very good at that. But wow. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm glad you can hear me. But these showers and storms right here they don't impress me as severe. It's a large area of some very heavy rain. Not seeing any notches. So far so good. And you can see the rain already out of Cleveland. It's out of Cuyahoga County. It'll be out of Painesville and Chardon. It would be awesome if we could get through this. You got some hail in East Springfield, very high winds. Hey, Noreen, about how big are the hail? Is it pea size of a nickel? Is it covering the ground or is it just kind of interspersed in the rain? Let me know that if you would, there, Noreen, out there in East Springfield. Would appreciate it. Okay. All righty. Okay. Let's check out the cameras here. And let's go back to Gerard, which is probably the one that has the. There it is. Okay. Here's Gerard. And look at this. See, these trees are moving pretty good in the wind. Okay. The old Buford scale, if you remember, when you have whole trees in motion, that's usually gale force winds of at least 35 to 40. So no doubt we got some gale force winds. I see some very heavy rain that could be hail right now, going through downtown Girard. It's kind of hard to tell with the rain hitting the lens and kind of fuzzing things up. It's kind of hard to tell, but that sure looks like at least some type of hail in Girard. Anyone in Girard? Can you confirm that? Special. Okay, pea size. Thank you, Donna. Pea size hail in Girard. And thank you. We got tree down, Imperial Point. Okay, Route 20. We have reported trees down. So there now it begins in our neck of the woods, and we get wind gusts like that. But look at whole trees in motion. It is booking pretty good. That one, unfortunately, it wouldn't matter if we had the windshield wiper because it would just temperature drop 15 degrees. Thank you, Bill. So again, along with this, pea size in Girard. Okay, several reporting pea size hail in Girard, pea size hail in Lake City. So that makes sense. Chatty Cathy, good to see you. Even getting dark out there in Youngsville. Okay, let's transfer over to. Let's go to the airport. So we'll just kind of make our trips here farther toward the east and get to the airport here. Looks like not much rain right now, but you can see it's dark overhead there. You can see the shafts of rain. Well, it depends. If you're watching on the phone, it might be kind of hard, but there are some shafts of rain falling. There we go. Okay, here comes the rain. Right now, we got some big, some larger drops just starting to fall here in Erie. You can see the light posts are moving pretty quickly there. Let's go to the tower camera. Okay, lens flare on the camera, so we got some rain falling here. Looking toward the west, there's Lord Corporation right there. And excuse me, we got some big thick clouds overhead and some pretty heavy rain. And that's not lightning there. That's a reflection of the flashing light. Sure looks like wow, that bolt keeps hitting the same area. That's just the flashing light right in this area. Okay, we got a huge wind gust just pounding our just hitting our newsroom. Give me a second here. I'm going to check and see what the wind gust is. Where'd it go? Okay, we're checking that now.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, you want to just close the door?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to keep it. It doesn't look like anything was shattering.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So you want to be quick. Okay, unfortunately, I can't get to it. For some reason, it's not popping up for me. That's what I love about live and technology. You got to love it here. Okay, let me check. Getting dark in Northeast, no rain. I'm not opening the door, Lisa, because it's going to be banging. It's going to pound me with water. Okay. Strong winds in Grand Valley. Rain starting at Love Farm. Very dark. Got some wind here. Okay, yes, absolutely. The wind sounded like they hit at least 45 to 50. I'm going to try one more time. Okay. Okay, I don't know why I'm having a problem here trying to get to that one. Here we go. Okay. All right, got it. There was a peak gust of 55 when that went by. So 55 mile an hour gust just went by here. And give me a second here. Okay, so we're adding that. I just wanted to let Cleveland know they like to hear that. So the rain has now started here at the airport, and here's Meadville. You can see the rain there. It has started in Meadville, but not very heavy, as you can see. Now Tom Atkins is alive, so they're using they're going through all of it. Sun is still out there in Warren. You guys don't have a problem here, so. I'm going to go back here toward the map. And again, the rain just getting out of Chardon and Paynesville now. And here's our Barron button. We got one potential hail hit near Conneautville. But other than that, these, again, are just not showing the kind of hit that we had last week. Got pea-size hail in Fairview. Okay. Wind gust Corey 42. Thanks, Tim. Okay, here comes another blast of wind. This one sounded even more. This one sounded even higher than the last one here. If there's a tornado warning in Edinburgh, we do not have that confirmed. I'm not seeing any rotation here. It's probably straight line winds. Millfair Road, 1/4 inch hail. Got some winds. I'm going to check our weather vane again. And okay, the peak. Okay, that one wasn't as strong. It was 58 miles an hour, by the way. Hail is done now. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate that. And the winds are definitely, I mean, they're blowing big here. And that is probably the beginning of this line right here that's moving on through. So again, these storms obviously they're lower top storms, but they clearly have a lot of wind with them to 60 miles an hour. Not seeing the 100, like I said, not seeing the 80 to 100 from last week, but we're definitely seeing some very gusty winds here with that as it moved on through. Pouring in Edinburgh. I'm not going to show because Tom Atkins is live, so I'm not going to show. I'm not going to try and take over the cameras while he's live. So we'll stick with that. We do have a purple here. That's a mesocyclone with hail size up to a 1/2 inch, and that's moving toward the northeast as well. So Edinburgh looks like you're under the gun there. So Lori, all those guys there. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, thunder, heavy rain, Route 20 in Millfair, and power's out at Lawrence Park. Thank you, Kim. Several of you are just saying that right now. Got some wind there. Heavy rain, Route 6 and Eureka Road. Thank you, Trish. Power is out at Conneaut Lake. Okay. And I am hearing what I believe was some thunder here. Now, the other thing, too, that you're going to notice, not a lot of lightning here. Let me pop up the lightning counter. You can see 101 strikes. That's not a lot for this size here. But we're definitely getting, definitely getting some lightning here and some thunder. So, again, these don't look impressive. And again, I don't think they're as bad as last week, but they still are packing a good punch. We got some wind whistling. Like I said, it is blowing pretty good. Let me check one more time here. Okay. Peak gusts are still at 57 miles an hour here in Summit as they went on through. So here we go. You can see a lot of greens here with the skits. And, so that kind of tells you there's not much hail. I'm going to see if I can get some reports out here. This is, again, a large area of rain. And we have, could be some good gust at the tail end of this. Okay, report again, 1/4 inch in Fairview. That's confirmed by what you all have been saying. And here we go. All right, Tom, I believe is going to get off of lightning close to now. Might be raining. Okay, got a good gust east side of Meadville. Wind's picking up in northeast. Meadville, you can see. So this line right here, this kind of rough looking line. This one right here appears to be the initial gust line. And again, we had some pretty good gusts up to, like I said, we got 58 here in Erie. And it is still it's still whistling very fast outside of our studios and outside of our. You can come in. Just outside. Tommy can come in. It's his office too, right? That's where we have the wind gusts that could potentially hit about 60, from what I'm seeing here. So again, strong winds. We're getting some reports of trees down. We're getting some reports, of power out, Conneaut Lake, Lawrence Park. And Venango County may not, whoops, let's go back here and get out of that draw mode. Venango, so far we have, doesn't look like we have any warnings in Mercer County right now. Let me double check here. That would be the Pittsburgh area. No, we're looking, we have no warnings in Mercer County. So Venango County, I know last week you got pounded pretty good. But this time you're not getting, so far it doesn't look like you're going to get the lion's share of this. But this is a strong line. Again, don't let the green fool you into thinking these are just general storms. These are packing some good wind gusts here. And but these are quick movers. See the line moving toward the east. Oftentimes behind that line is when we often get our strongest winds. All right, let's check once again. Now that Tom's off, Here's Warren right now. You can see some pretty good wind gusts out that way. And so, okay, let's go to our tower cam, because we seem to be getting again some. We're just getting licked here, and there it is, heavy rain. That's why I'm not opening the door. Okay, look at the rain falling here. Some, some real downpours here, as far as we can tell. And yes, we have a windshield wiper on here, but it's useless to use right now. I'm not hearing any hail pelting it, though some of these are larger. What I can tell here, it's kind of hard to see because we have all that flare from the rain. Could be some small hail with this. Usually I can hear it pelting the door or pelting the roof. Not seeing that, but so far you can see again some very gusty winds. Let's go back to
Rick reporting many trees down in the city of Erie.
Okay, city of Erie, lots of reports. Let's go to downtown Erie. Lots of reports of trees down or in Erie, and we'll go to downtown. You can see big movement here, and very heavy rain. Could be some hail here. You see, there's the lightning strike. Okay, let's go to the one that might be good to look at is the Erie Land Lighthouse. I think that's where we should be able to see some trees moving. Okay, there we go. So here's the Erie Land Lighthouse. That again, right on the lake shore here, just east of East Avenue. And here are the trees. See, the trees here are moving. They're moving good, but not exceptional in this particular spot. That could be partly because they're just protected. But we're getting reports in the newsroom of numerous trees down in the city of Erie. And I will check. Let me get one more look of the wind gusts. First here in Summit, peak gust still 57. And the highest gust I saw at the airport was 56 as that line moved by. Strong, but again, not as bad as last week. Okay. Yes. Yeah, hail isn't fun. I agree, Carol. Pouring pretty good out there on the east side right now. Got a little hail. And so there again, you can see out. Okay, they're still playing with the cameras there, but you can see there a lot of just a lot of rain here. You got gusts approaching 70 out there in Harbor Creek. Good possibility. Just reading here. On stage. Oh, okay, got it. So they're zooming in here, trying to get the focus in here. So I'm going to switch back over to the radar mode here, and I'm going to switch here and head toward Buffalo. There. Okay, now, ooh, nice crack there. All right, we have a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Warren County until 2:45. Again, this is a preemptive strike. There is no immediate concern of severe weather headed toward Warren. You can see here on our Buffalo radar, but we can pick up the front of that rain much better. And this is picking up. Probably could use this a little sooner, but all these little areas of red are areas where the wind gusts, little small mini downbursts, shall we say, that could be causing some of those strong gusty winds. So Warren County, again, severe thunderstorm warning. I'm sure Chautauqua County will probably issue that as well pretty soon, maybe another 5 minutes or so. So let's go back here. Right. Oh, I hope you didn't get any damage there, Ron. Just starting to rain in the Corey area. So again, those of you, Wattsburg, Northeast, Cochranton, Titusville, Corey, the rain either just starting and the winds already pretty strong. They'll be picking up. Winds calming down a bit. Thank you, Lori, our weather watcher, dependable one out there in Edinburgh. Always good to hear from you. This rain's moving so fast that these skits are falling behind right now. But obviously we're seeing some small hail. There we go. So and now we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Chautauqua County until 2:30. You hang in there, Kathy. It's heading your way. Probably another, I'd say 20 minutes, maybe 30 before this big edge comes toward you. So there you go. Yes, lightning's crazy. Absolutely. Just took a tree off the power lines on Cherry Street. Thank you, William. We're getting numerous reports of trees down and damaged. Yeah, Corey, I say Presque Isle doesn't appear to be too bad. We looked at the Erie Land Lighthouse and the wind didn't seem all that bad either. So, that's, these downbursts are very small, very localized. Hey, Becky, big time winds. Yep. Trees are bending. I got it. Thank you, Becky. So you got gusts at least to 40 to 45. And so there could be power out. Anyone else having power out? Earlier we had Lawrence Park and Conneaut Lake. And I'm thinking one other area also, but it doesn't, I don't recall. If you're getting power out, getting hail, any kind of hail, the larger the better. Good thunder and lightning here now at our studios. You might be able to hear it in the background. So these, again, have had a history of producing wind gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour. Wind gust here hit 58. Got some thunder, Cooperstown of Venango County. Okay. That's these bands right here. Let's switch over to Pittsburgh and see if we can pick that one up a little better. Okay, yeah, much better. So Pittsburgh, always good for Mercer and Venango counties. So here's Cooperstown, and there you can see, again, you got some, I got some good ones here. Venango County also under a warning. Okay, until 2 p.m. All right, so the warning's starting to get into, again, the eastern parts of our viewing area. Let me switch over to Cleveland real quick. Let's see where the back edge of that precip is. This line right here does not look impressive to me outside of just some heavy rain. There could be some gusty winds with it. We're seeing a few showers here off toward the north. Let's see how they're moving. They're moving toward the northeast, so looks like they won't have much effect in our weather. Wouldn't be surprised if they started dropping the watch from Cleveland to Canton West at this point. But you can see the rainfall moving here. Let's get an updated movement to that rain. This is a 1-hour loop. So the back edge of the heaviest rain is here near Strongsville an hour ago. And the back edge, we'll take a measurement here. Look at that, 65 miles an hour. Maybe a touch less, maybe 61. So in the next hour, if it stays on that course, that would put it out of Erie and Crawford County by 2:30. So we'll see how that one goes. All right, we'll clear that out. Go back here. So looks like there's French Creek, Becky's neck of the woods. Pittsburgh radar picking that cell up pretty good there, Becky. Hold on, let me go back. I'm getting the feeling that Buffalo, this radar is for some reason kind of running behind. Let me put a loop on that and let's see if the movement. Okay, okay. Appears to be, oh, there we go. Okay. Appears to be okay. It just seemed to have a slower update than the other ones here. So, right now, the worst of the storms have cleared Erie. Let me check the wind here in Erie. Okay, the latest one is still about 15 minutes old, and they still have gusts to 45. I don't know if they're. Let's go back to here's a downtown Erie right now, and you can see still a lot of wind, but the rain has clearly tapered off here. And again, some pretty good wind there. Let's go to Conneaut Lake. And okay, lens flare, and we got some rain. There's the flag right there, moving pretty good in the wind, and some pretty good rain falling there with those good gray clouds there. If we head on over to the airport, let's see how gusty those winds are. There's train moving. So here, always look at the light lamp posts. How are they moving? Okay, they're shaking a bit in the wind. As we play tug of war with the cameras here. Here's Edinburgh. You can see the flag not moving too much there. So like Lori said, here's Meadville, and wind moving good, and wind also gusting here in the Warren area. So the winds are gusty right now. There's still the potential for 60, I think, with some of these wind gusts as they move on through. A lot of trees down here, some power outages. Again, doesn't look as bad as last week, but these were nothing to sneeze at, okay? Calming down with the wind and the rain. Thank you, Joe. Power better? No. Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully it won't, Mike. So the worst, Waterford, it's just moving, should be off to your east in about 15 minutes, and then you should start to see the rain taper off there. Heavy rain and strong winds in Union City. Patty, let's see, lights flickering. Thank you, Amy. He'll start next week, Ed. Got hail and some driving rain at Edinburgh. Of course, that was 3 minutes ago. We saw the winds had already died down there at Edinburgh. Pea-size hail, heavy rain in the Cochranton area right there. So there you have it out toward Cochranton. Some pretty good. This is Buffalo's radar. We're still picking it up pretty well. Basically, if you're west of I-79, the worst is pretty well over. Thanks, Ron. Titusville just starting to rain. Nasty on Route 89 northeast, hail, thunder, heavy rain. Thank you there. That's out of the northeast, which appears to be one of the areas getting hit harder. Union City. Let me go to Pittsburgh here. I don't know why. It just seems to me that Buffalo just isn't updating as fast. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay. Well, all right. I guess maybe it's not as bad as I thought. But here again, Union City, you got some gusty winds and some heavy rain knocking on your door there for today. And here's the loop. Here it comes. So Union City are under the gun. These have had a history of producing wind gusts of, up to 60. So be ready for that. Watch for some down trees. Lights may flicker or even go out. But you can see northeast, the worst should move out in about 10 minutes. Union City, a couple of minutes, and it'll be hitting you. Corey, also knocking on your door there as well. Farther to the south, Meadville, looks like the worst has passed you. And Titusville, you got the rain coming and things are coming in as well. Warren County, even though you're under a warning, not too bad right now. But that band, the bands you see here coming across Eastern Erie and Crawford County, that's moving off toward the east. Just getting a little warm in here, turning on the AC. So if you hear a little fan in the background, that's what that is. And into Venango County, you can see some good rainfall coming in there as well. So warnings right now: thunderstorm warning, Ashtabula County. They must have extended. Okay, they extended it till 2. They'll probably won't be surprised if they end that momentarily. I don't think they'll let it go until 2. It's until 2:30 here in Erie and Crawford County. And it'll stay that way until this line here clears Wattsburg and Corey, and that'll take a good 10, at least another 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more. Let me go back to your comments here. Findlay Lake getting some hail. Thank you, Kim. Findlay Lake. Out in this area here. Got some hail. Okay. So again, the storms don't look as bad as they are. There's some good wind gusts with them. Don't be don't be fooled by what looks like a not so bad. These are not your summer-like storms that usually are. We get black cores and we get gusty winds and we get some rotation. These are packing a pretty good punch. You can see we still have some red skits in here, indicative of some very gusty winds that could still pack a good punch of 60 plus here. So like this one here, again, hail about a half inch, moving east at about 50 miles an hour. Warning again for Chautauqua County, that's until 2:30. Warren County until 2:45.
A lot of trees down. Route 89, Wolf Road, Donation Road,
Wolf Road, Route 89. Lots that you have also reported. Cherry Street, and a lot of downtown area just confirming. Side Hill Road, Springfield. Nagel Road, 2100 block of Nagel Road. That's in between 430 and probably the Eastway Plaza, right?
2100 block.
2100 block. So that's out there by the Eastway Plaza. Meadville Road, Elk Creek Road, trees down. And those are just the ones that we have. Wolf Road area out in Mill Creek, all down, all with trees down. That's all we have. We don't have anything specific, as to damage or anything like that. But I think you get trees down in Imperial Point, electricity out in Cochranton. Thank you. Trees down in Tidiute. Okay. So some of those bigger storms starting to get into southwestern Warren County. Now, again, just because the big storms go by, the winds are going to be gusty through tonight. At least through the early part of tonight. So dime-size hail, Lyons Road, thank you. There isn't a second wave per se, Kathy, but as I mentioned, winds will still gust well over 40. That air conditioner is very cold. So, okay, the fan is on low, but man, is that cold. The other thing I want to check. Temperatures have dropped into the mid 40s now. It's 45 here. And it is 48 at the airport right now. So that's one thing you'll notice, along with the gusty winds, a big drop in the temperature here. So watching this line, northeast looks like the main wind bags have cleared you. And we have some, looks like it's pretty much Westfield. Okay, between Ripley and Westfield, headed toward Portland, eventually Fredonia. Becky, looks like you got a nice little hit here if you're still with us. Calming down in Waterford. Thank you, Adam, for that. Hey, Kathy, 63 Youngsville. Enjoy it. It's going down. Like I said, we're at 46 here at our studios right now. And Tom A, 97, 100 block of old Route 99. Okay. Tree down?
Yeah, but that's two down stuff.
Okay. Tree is down there. Excuse me. So that's what we have out there. That's on old Route 99. So again, just watch. We've had numerous reports of trees down downtown Erie. We mentioned Side Hill Road in Springfield, Meadville Road in the Elk Creek area, Nagel Road, 2100 block, tree down. Donation Road, tree down. Route 89, 9700 block, tree down. Trees down. Imperial Point, as I've heard here. So, and those are just the ones that we are receiving. Let me just check Cleveland here, check their chat site, see if there's anything, any other ones. Couple of reports, 55 at Jefferson, Ohio, 55 mile an hour gusts. We beat them by 2 miles an hour here. We had 57. Thank you very much, Paul. He lives very close to the station, our chief engineer. He's got a weather station up, and it's become quite useful.
They're coming faster than
they're coming. Okay, thank you. We're getting tons of reports of trees down here. Trees and wires down Wilson Road and Concord Road. Those are in the Union City area. So my guess is we'll be getting more of those now in East County as the main bands have moved there. So we had one unconfirmed report of a 70 mile an hour wind gust in the Lawrence Park area. That's the highest that I've seen, but that's all I can remember here from our Facebook Live post from earlier. But we'll get more as we getting thunder in Titusville now. Cochranton is out. Okay. A tree in the road on McLaughlin Road near Waterford. So let me write that down. So McLaughlin Road there. And that was in Waterford. Okay. Nash Hill Road, the power is out. Thank you, Brian. Julie got 44 in Union City. Yeah, goodbye to the warmth.
These are just customers affected by power outages.
Okay.
From Penelec.
Okay, Penelec customer outages here. Actually, that's a good one. 270 customers in Erie. I remember last week we had 16,000 out in Crawford County. So, again, this one obviously in the grand scheme of things, not packing quite the punch. But let's go to our power outage map here. And you can see Erie, they've got 270. So they've got, in the blue area there. Warren, that's not correct. That's one I know is not updating here. Ashtabula 1,500, but they had 16,000 out as well from last time. So 600 customers out in Venango County. No reports yet out of Meadville. They're probably still working on that. So We're in Warren right now. You can see the flags moving, getting a little wet out there, some rain coming in. And let's check. Let's go down to the Erie Land Lighthouse. Again, wind's moving fast here. Trees are moving, but this doesn't impress me as super gusty. Maybe 30 to 40. Obviously gusty, but not real bad there. Let's go to Meadville, right there up Chestnut Street. And you can see the trees not moving too badly there. Still getting some rain, some good rainfall there, but not too bad on the winds. Let's go to Conneaut Lake. Oh, good downpour just getting into Meadville now. Conneaut Lake, see some good shafts of rain. And there's the flag right here, lower left-hand corner. Not moving too bad right now. Not a lot of big movements here. Headed out toward the airport. You can see the lampposts are still moving good as another little batch of rain moving on by here. Let's go back to the radar here. And let's switch over to Cleveland real quick. And again, these are what we call low-topped storms as well. So Cleveland's radar overshooting the rain. So there may be some, remember how, we'll put this loop on here. Look, watch the back edge here, red, 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 and then it goes away. Does that mean they're weakening? No, it just means that the radar beam is going above the good rainfall there. So that's why you're saying, well, gee, it's only green. You know, that doesn't look like a heavy downpour. Well, again, when you have low-topped showers, the radar doesn't pick it up as well. So you use some caution here when you look at the radar and say, okay, it doesn't look too bad. These are packing a bigger punch. We're back to Buffalo here, and you can see how the red picks up as we get closer to the Buffalo site. Doesn't mean that the storms are magically getting stronger. Just means that the radar is picking up the heavier rain better. So you can see, so normally like here in Warren County, you know, you got this area near Pittsfield and some of this right here. So that doesn't look so bad, but they're probably a little worse than it looks. In fact, it looks like that one's near Youngsville. Hey, Kathy, are you still on? Or maybe you've already posted something. Looks like there's something interesting near you there. Well, it looks like just to your south. Now that I'm zoomed in a little more. But you seen anything there, Chatty Kathy? Downtown still out of power. Still has power, excuse me. Thank you. Hey, Kathy, power out in Edinburgh, Plank Road, and Cambridge Springs, and Erie County. Hello. Got some trees down in the Ripley area, and wires on the road just reported. Thank you, Sarah.
That's Avonia Road.
Okay, thank you, Rick. New report here, one of several. Trees down on Avonia Road. That's in Fairview, of course. The 8300 block, trees down there. East side of Conneaut Lake, no power, but got blue sky above. Okay, hopefully that's a sign of some things to come there. Thank you. Phyllis got the power out there in Edinburgh. No power in Amity Township on Tarball Road. No rain yet. Interesting. Okay, Kathy, I'm kind of surprised. Hey, Kev, good to see you, bud. No power there. Oh, you're the one who just said that. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate it. Had hail by Canadota Lake. Thank you, Jess. Okay. Oh, yeah, bear. Okay, Steve, we'll get that Schlitz right to you. Okay. Hey, Kathy, no big gusts there yet, 18. Okay, so it doesn't look like Doesn't look like anything too bad. Just yet, anyway. It looks like the worst just coming into Spring Creek, north toward Clymer. Nice little batch of strong showers. Anyone in the Corey area? Oh, wow. Speak of the devil. Okay. So I was just saying, Corey or Columbus and Christina just got in there. Crazy wind, pea-size hail in Columbus. Power flickered. Robert, good to see you. Power out at the Meadville Hospital. Okay, thank you, Robert. That's unfortunate. Hopefully they can get that taken care of. Becky, French Creek, the power is still out. Trees down by the McDonald's in Girard, not too far from Imperial Point, which also had trees down. Thank you so much there, Kathy, out there in Girard. Big picture here. I'm going to go back to Cleveland. Okay, all warnings are done in Ohio. And they canceled the watch even to Ashtabula County in Ohio now. Still going on in Trumbull. Switching to Cleveland. Showers here. There's a couple leftover showers here in Sandusky, so we're not done with the rain, but the severe threat definitely done. And looks like the back edge of the rain. They said there's blue sky there in Conneaut Lake. Looks like the rain is done for you. Albion, almost done. It's done in Lakes in Springfield. Girard, Fairview should be done within the next, say, 10 minutes. Meadville, almost done as well. Sagertown should be close to being done for you. So it looks like the worst of the severe threat is moving out of Erie County and about to move out of Crawford County. Looks like the Route 8 corridor. Now, again, there's some heavier downpours here where you see the green. These are low top storms. Winds will still be gusty. Could gust to 40, maybe even 50, but I don't think they'll hit severe limits. And I think the threat of hail is also fairly small now. But here's the Route 8 corridor from Corey toward Titusville. Still a good little corridor to the east of Centerville. This is Route 8 right here. And we got more. Thank you, Rick. Erie County, is that Erie County? Erie County, 309.
309, no power.
No power.
Right. And Crawford is getting hit again big time.
Is that power outs?
Power outage.
How many are affected?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 6,900 in Crawford County. Now that makes more sense. Let me see if our graphic has updated here on the power outages. Okay. Okay, we have a lot of holes here, so don't use this one. Don't use the power outage map. It is not up. It's either not updating quickly, but we clearly have more here. Erie County, 309 now without power, and almost 7,000 without power. These are homes in Crawford County. So unfortunately, the county that got hit the hardest last week, also getting hit the hardest this week. Though again, not even half of what we had last week when we had over 17,000 without power. 7,000 out is still a goodly amount of people without power. So that's the outages that we have so far. So we'll get out of Cleveland. Let's go. Here's State College, which is good for Warren County and Forest County as well. And these are picking up. Okay, they're picking up much better. Let me just compare that to Buffalo. Buffalo, to me, still seems a little slow. But here's, you can see near Warren, just south of Pittsfield. Still getting some gusty winds here at our studios, by the way. Just not as strong as earlier, but it sounds like they're hitting at least 40 to 45 mile an hour gusts. Sugar Grove area. Lottsville, just north of Lottsville. some pretty good. Northwest of Lander, there could be some small hail with these and wind gusts over 60 miles an hour here. I'm going to go to State College. Weather Service will probably issue a new watch, by the way, for the central part of the state into New York. That's well east of us, though it may they may include Warren County a little bit longer with that. We'll see. But they'll issue a new watch, 95% likely. You get the picture. So let me check here. Okay, the warning that was issued for Warren County, that was about a half hour ago. They said that threats of 70-mile-an-hour gusts. So let's go back to all of you. Power out in Mapletown Drive, Edinburgh. You are welcome, Terry. That's why we are here. Thank you. Trees down for Delmas Road and Finn Road in Greenfield Township. Sun shining in Conneaut Lake. All right. Well, let's take a look at that. Let's get some positive news here. So let's call up the Conneaut Lake. There's Warren, by the way. Look at that. You can see gusty winds there. Some rain is falling. That flag is whipping. That's got to be at least a 50-mile-an-hour gusts. I've never seen the camera move that much in Warren County. You can see the whole tree in motion here. Heavy rain falling. Could be some potential hail. Very good wind gusts there. Right now going through Warren. So hunker down out there in Warren. In the meantime, let's go to Conneaut Lake. Can we see some sunshine? Can someone say?
I saw a little bit of blue sky there.
And oh, look at that. That's nice. Blue sky coming. Let's go to Meadville. Any chance there? Probably not, because there's still some rain. Oh, okay. They're brightening up. That's good to hear. This is the east. That's the west, where the weather cam is. Yes, you can see the shadows now from the trees. So things are looking up. So, in fact, you can see they canceled the warning for basically Meadville to roughly Edinburgh to Fairview and areas west. And they'll probably gradually move the ending of that warning as well toward the east. Venango County, looks like the worst has cleared you as well. So it looks like the main threat here is Chautauqua, Warren, Forest, and Clarion counties as well. So that's where we're going to put, even though we still have the watch, they may end the watch here probably within the next half hour in Erie and Crawford County. So that's what we have so far. Let's go back here and let's see. Anyone out there in Warren County? Because that's kind of who we're... after we're done with the severe weather threat. Trees down now, live wires down Clemens Road. Okay. Clemens Road, we have some live wires down. And I'm sure we'll be getting more.
It's burning the tree.
It's burning the tree on Clemens Road. Okay. So I want to avoid that area. Absolutely. Clemens Road. Hey, Kathy, you got the storm coming in now. What kind of wind you getting there, Kathy? Any kind of hail? Let me know. Cranberry Mall lost the power there. Things are decreasing. That's good. Okay, I'm just reading some of your other comments. Wind advisory probably won't end until midnight, Adam. I don't see it ending until then. Hey, Yvonne, Fast and Furious out there in Franklin, gusty winds and power went out for a minute or two. Sugar Grove, trees are bending. Thank you, Elise, out there in Sugar Grove. Skies are getting blue in Mill Creek. That's good to hear. things are letting up in Corey. Thank you, Lisa. Got some hail in Sugar Grove. So, God, do I have okay, still in State College mode here. We'll probably stick with that. So sure, that's up here. That's this batch right here. Again, doesn't look like much. Even got the green skit. But obviously you got some hail with this and some gusty winds. That's what hit us. And Kathy, Kathy let us know out there in Youngsville if you're getting any super wind gusts. Pouring rain there in Waterford. Yeah, we're not done with the rain yet, as you can see. Here's Waterford. And again, remember, of course, this is State College's radar. Here's Cleveland. Dark green means heavy rain in this case, or at least steady, moderate to heavy rain. It's not the lighter rain that you would anticipate. Okay, just got a photo here. I'm just going to take a look at this. Oh, too blurry. Okay. Sorry, Jen. It was too blurry. What you got?
Tree on a house, Randolph Township, Guys Mills area.
Guys Mills, Randolph Township, tree on a house.
Trees down on Route 27 in Crawford County.
Crawford County, Route 27, trees down.
From our storm chaser, Steve.
From Steve Marshall, who's our storm chaser out there. He also reported the rough weather in Conneautville, excuse me. And we'll, as we get more, we'll definitely come in. We have we have over 300 customers out in Erie County, close to 7,000 without power in Crawford County right now. And so we're having some good stuff. Many thanks to Tom Atkins and Jacob, along with Rick Liebel. Rick is our assignment editor, feeding the information to us here. And you. Many thanks to you. Really, we cannot make this work without good reporting by you guys. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how much it's appreciated. Power out in Sugar Grove. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Sun back out in Franklin, 51 degrees. I am doing the weather. Jacob will be on next week. Okay. A tree on 6N by Jerry Service Center. By Tom and Jerry's, Service Center. Thank you, Robin, for that. Power is now out in Sheffield. So, again, I know I keep reiterating this. Excuse me. But the radar, of course, this is Cleveland. That's why. Let me go back to State College. Tom A's got more.
Looks like more trees down 100 block of Frederick Street in Corey.
100 block Frederick Street in Corey. Trees down.
Merwin Lane and Knowledge Park in Harbor Creek.
Merwin Lane, Knowledge Park?
Knowledge Park.
Knowledge Park.
Up by Barron.
Up by Barron.
Yep.
Okay. That's where Penn State is. Okay. Trees down there as well. So thank you very much, Tom A. Again, who has his own little areas and watchers watching as well, and people coming in fast and furious. So here's what we have so far. I got sheets all over the place here. These are just the ones that we have that were given to me. Clemens Road, trees down, live wires down. One tree is on fire. Imperial Point and the McDonald's area of Girard, trees down. Trees down, wires blocking the road. 8300 block of Avonia Road. 9700 block of Old Route 99. Trees down. 100 block Frederick. Okay. Tom just said that to me. And Knowledge Park, trees down as well. Trees down, Wilson Road, Concord Road in Union City, McLaughlin Road in Waterford, Ripley, power down. Side Hill Road, Springfield, 2100 block of Nagel Road, Meadville Road in Elk Creek, trees down. Wolf Road area, trees down. Route 89, 9700 block, trees down. Donation Road, sorry, no location, trees down. And those are the ones, and of course, we're just getting more in, a lot of you are just saying trees down in Sugar Grove, Sheffield area. Tom and Jerry Service Center, Route 6N. Maddie, we won't get a full confirmation probably for a couple of days. But Cleveland will come in. They'll assess the damage just like last week. I think it wasn't until Wednesday that they reported that the Springfield area had that 100-mile-an-hour microburst from yesterday. Cochranton, no power in Tidiute, power out in Sheffield. For those who know people who have power out, if you know someone who needs to be checked on, maybe call their cell phone. Blue sky starting to come out here in the Meadville area and starting to get some breaks. I'm going to check outside. Okay, here at our studios, we're getting some blue sky out to the west. So that's good. And yeah, Tom, we'll see how Wednesday goes. Got a good front coming through probably during Wednesday. We'll see. Timing will be critical for that. Make it some interesting weather there. So those of you, that will be, again, statewide. Rain stopped Cambridge Springs. Thank you, Kelly. Sunshine is out now in West Erie County and Crawford County as well. So we continue with severe thunderstorm warnings, still officially until 2:30 in Erie and Crawford County and until 2:45 in Warren County. But effectively, the worst of the weather is well to your east. Warnings continue in Warren County until 2:45. Forest County as well until 2:45. Clarion County, okay, so Clarion until 2:45. Chautauqua County until 2:30. That one may actually be the good timing here because once it gets out of Bust-Stuyvesant, well, it's actually east of Bust-Stuyvesant now. We'll get into Cattaraugus County there. Some good stuff here. Anyone in the Russell area or North Warren, out towards Scandia, we're going to have some good stuff. Some of the roughest weather looks like it's there based on the radar. Also near Clarendon, some good stuff just to the east of Sheffield. And out toward Minster, Pennsylvania. Thank you. Crawford County, no power. Almost 7,500, almost 7,700. Again, much less than the 16,000 that we had last week. So I guess that's a good thing in the grand scheme of things. So appreciate all the information that we're getting here with the power outages. Over 300, the last we heard in Erie County. But Crawford County went from 7,000 to almost 7,700 just in the past half hour. Union City getting some blue sky. Okay. Power out now in Clymer, New York. Thank you, Autumn, for that. Sunshine in Fairview. Power back on in Conneaut Lake. Thanks, Sharon. Now down to 47 in Meadville. That sounds about right. Hey, Moxie Jim. All right. Yeah, we got what you got, bud. And we're having fun. Power's still out in Edinburgh for some of you. So we'll stick around here until the storms clear, at least Warren County here. Power now out in Centerville there and along Route 8 in eastern Crawford County. Hello, Joe. Good to see you. Hope things are well there in the Sagertown area for you. Okay. So I'm going to go back to, getting great reports here. I'm checking out some other reports. Enterprise, thunderstorm damage, Enterprise, Pennsylvania, and Warren County. Going back to Cleveland here. Okay, this is unconfirmed. Potential for an 80 plus from a storm spotter near Platea. Widespread large tree branches snapped, indicative of some very strong wind gusts that would be 70 plus. So again, this is preliminary. This is not confirmed out there in Platea. Roof blown off a church. I'm sorry, not here local. That's in Welland, Ohio. Okay, that's what we have so far. Again, we're getting a lot more from you people here, you on Facebook Live, and from other people calling into the newsroom. No power at the Walmart at Edinburgh. Power back on at Conneaut Lake. We just got that. Okay. You got it, Karen. You got it. Always happy to help here. But we have some cells here that could have 60 to 70 mile an hour gusts here in Warren County. We got 3 separate cells: Clarendon, Russell, and just west of Sheffield. Also north of Iron City and east of Hastings and eastern Forest County. Okay. Not well populated, but if anyone is out there that can give us some info, we'd appreciate it. As these move toward the east, let me go and get a new movement. Okay, we got more. Yeah, take them all. Take as many as you want. We pretty much have gone over the litany of all the damage here. So Tom A is taking some of the storm reports here. And let's see, I'm in State College here. So let's see if we can get a good line movement here. So here was an hour ago. You can see all the way back here it was west of Meadville an hour ago. You can see the line moving east, the cells moving northeast. And that gives us a movement almost 60 miles an hour. So in about 10 to 15 minutes, 10 minutes, most of these areas of a heavy rain and storms should be moving out of Warren County. But we'll keep things going here. Tom A, I'm guessing probably making a list or probably making a graphic, I'm assuming, with all that data that he has there. But we've had so much down. This is our second week in a row now on a Saturday where we've been hit by fast-moving, gusty storms, and they all form the same way. They weren't your traditional hot, humid, high dew points type. Lots of energy in the storm, what we call CAPE. These were low-topped, very strong dynamics. We called it vorticity. That's a rate of spin in the atmosphere. Very high. Upward velocities were extremely high. What that means is basically, even though the air was dry, which tends to be, believe it or not, more dense, dry air is more dense. It's harder to lift. But, when you have the kind of upward motion that we had with this system, shoots the storms up, the rain forms, the hail forms, and it just drags that air down with almost equal force. And that's why we had the wind gust approaching 50, 60, in some cases, maybe 80 plus. We'll find out probably again Tuesday or Wednesday from Cleveland and from the other weather services on whether or not this was straight line damage or microbursts, which they probably were. These we had some wind shear, but not much twisting with these compared to the ones from last week, which seemed to have a little more rotation to them. These are just fast up, fast down, heavy winds, and obviously causing some pretty good outages. So Cleveland is probably just going to let these warnings die in about 5 minutes. Pittsburgh will probably let the Venango County ones die as well. State College has already canceled the warning for the western half, roughly, of Warren County. So the rain should be out of Erie County here in about 10 minutes altogether. Still some pretty good downpours there in Corey, or potentially good downpours in the Corey region. And again, these storms are now east of Warren. So Warren, I think you're in the clear of the worst of it. Clarendon looks, anyone east of Route 6 appears to be okay, except maybe Sheffield and out toward Donaldson and Cherry Run. Still some very good storms there. Along, what route is that? That's 948. Okay. Route 948. So it's east of Clarendon now. And again, we'll be moving that out. So again, just for, as kind of a final recap here, we have, let me just check one more time here. We're out of the woods, Yvonne, here in Erie. We're definitely out of the woods. Hey, Renee, had a 63-mile-an-hour gust east of Colt Station. Makes sense to me. That sounds crazy. But yeah, absolutely. So the winds are, winds are going to be strong through the evening hours. That means you'll still hit 40, maybe 45 miles an hour. They'll gradually taper off late evening onward. Temperatures are falling. The warm air is gone. Okay, Tom Atkins is going live, probably giving. He's giving a. He's probably giving. He's just basically giving a final recap, a live recap, and of what's happening there. So you can watch him while you'll watch me. Both of us have some good stuff to say. And well, Anthony, it was hyped up. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you get storms that, the national news. These storms had a history of packing a lot of punch to the west. So, we certainly had to be prepared for this one. And I don't know, I think 60 to 65 mile an hour wind gust is not overhype. But it moved about the same time through. But yes, this one, these storms certainly did not have the punch of last week. But 7,000 70, almost 8,000 customers out in Crawford County, close to 1,000 here in Erie County. These storms were not garden variety by any means. So, but they are moving out, and they should be out of Warren County here in the next. Next 5 to 10 minutes, and that should be the end of the severe weather threat. So it's we'll just go. I'm going to go. Just wait a couple more minutes here, and wait until 2:30. I just want to make sure that they cancel these warnings here, and then we will cut it down and shut it off here. Here's one more here. Route 6, Lily Road. We have trees down. Route 6 at Lily Road. So Tom is showing again, things are starting, things are going to be winding down. Okay, we just got a new... Okay, we got a note here. Just came in out of Cleveland. Enhanced. It's not a warning, just a statement, really. Special weather statement. Enhanced wind gusts on the Erie shoreline. The winds have shifted now more toward the west, and they're still pretty strong, still a lot of momentum here. And gusts could still hit 55 here in Erie through sunset, certainly through the balance of the afternoon. So again, we're not done with the wind. The severe weather threat, pretty much done. The winds, not so much. Balance of the afternoon, we still could have gusts going, as you heard, 50, maybe 55 near the lake. They will diminish in intensity later on as well. So that's again just coming out of Cleveland. And there, warnings are now gone for Erie, Crawford, and Venango counties, and looks like even Forest County they ended it, and Warren County will probably be done in another 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, everyone, that's all we got for you for this version of the weather update. Again, a lot of watching new cell there. Oh, we'll check it out before we cut out here. So again, severe threat's done, but not the rain threat. Here comes other rain. Yeah, it's coming out over the lake. So the sun already being replaced by clouds in many areas, but these are not severe, and we'll just give some rain and the continuation of those gusty winds. All right, everyone, thank you so much. You take care of yourselves. Be safe. Hopefully things will calm down tomorrow, and definitely on the chilly side. I'll be on again on the 6 o'clock show. Thank you for joining me. Have a good weekend.